Billionaire discovered two humiliated girls and made an amazing choice that changed everything. The bell rang, shattering the vulnerable silence that hung over Mia and Jasmine like a lead weight. The hallways of Lincoln High pulsed with noise, but for them, it felt like a war zone. Rows of worn lockers echoed their pain as they ducked away from sharp words, stinging laughter, and the whispers that overlaid their lives. They were the invisibles being poor in an underfunded school meant that their dreams of college felt absurdly distant. "Can you believe they think we're charity cases?" Mia whispered, her voice trembling. Tears festered behind her eyes as she clutched Jasmine's arm harder. Jasmine looked down, mopping her tears with the edge of her hoodie. "They're just scared of what they don't understand. Or maybe they think we're not worth anything at all." They shared a fleeting moment behind a set of lockers, drowning in their shared insecurities. But as the day moved on, hope flickered like a candle, teasing them. The only moments that felt real were their whispered plans of escaping their reality. That day was unlike any other when Derek Hastings entered their lives like a storm. Having risen from these very streets to billionaire status, he understood something about struggle. He watched Mia and Jasmine's resilience under the weight of ridicule. Just as he was paralyzed by crushing memories of his own past, he saw in them a spark he recognized. "I can help," he said one afternoon after school. "I want to reach back and pull you up." Mia and Jasmine exchanged glances, equal parts hope and disbelief bubbling in their chests. Was this real? Would they dare to trust? But as their excitement grew, so did the venom of jealousy. Whispers turned to accusations, and the very girls who had bullied them now twisted the story. "They're just using him," they sneered, as shadows loomed over Mia and Jasmine, growing heavier and darker. Public attention came fast, and with it, expectations. An opportunity for a showcase arrived, a chance to flip their narrative. Yet doubt clawed at them. At every turn, society's pressures mounted. Could they really shine when the world was watching, or would they crumble against the weight of others' scorn? Before we continue, I need to let you know about something important that's happening. YouTube has been making changes to the system, and many people are losing notifications from channels they follow. If you're enjoying the content, hit that bell and mark all notifications so you don't miss the next videos. And if you can drop a like, it really helps me with reach. Seriously, it makes a difference. Oh, let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I'm always curious to know who's on the other side of the screen. Now let's continue. As they prepared for the showcase, a peace settled over Jasmine, revealing a depth of tenacity she didn't know she possessed. Mia, though timid, felt a fire ignite in her gut, as if each practice session carved away the mockery she once stood under. Together, they transformed pain into purpose. Then, everything shifted with the unearthing of Derek's hidden past, a shocking revelation that entwined their fates. Could they rise from this storm? Or would they falter just like Derek did long ago? With hope wavering and hearts racing, the spotlight loomed larger. Their story had only just begun. With the showcase just days away, a mix of nerves and excitement surrounded Mia and Jasmine like a wall. They spent every spare moment rehearsing, pushing their limits, drawing strength from each other as presence. Derek's belief in them felt like a lifeline, but as the performance date approached, the shadows cast by their past pressed relentlessly against their resolve. Mia stood in front of the mirror, her heart racing as she adjusted her costume, a delicate blend of colors that reflected their journey. A tapestry woven with both pain and hope. "Do you think this will be enough?" she asked, biting her lip. Jasmine looked over, her expression firm. "It has to be. We've worked so hard. Remember, this is our moment. We have to own it." Mia nodded slowly, but doubt still hung in the air like damp fog, and she felt the weight of her insecurities. What if they disappointed Derek? What if they failed right in front of everyone? On the day of the showcase, the auditorium buzzed, energy crackled like static. Students milled about, their whispers thick with speculation. Mia and Jasmine took their places backstage, hearts pounding in time with the muffled beats of music. "Ready?" Derek's calm voice cut through the chaos. He stood in front of them, a beacon of steadfast support, his presence grounding them amidst the storm. Just remember why you started. You've got this. They exchanged quick, reassuring smiles, knowing how much Derek's faith meant. Each moment spent rehearsing, each glare they had brushed off, brought them to this point. The curtains parted, revealing a sea of faces. The spotlight washed over them, and in that blinding light, Mia felt truly seen for the first time. The ocean of judgment faded, replaced with a clarity she never expected. She took a deep breath, stepping forward. But just then, the door at the back of the auditorium swung open. Gasps filled the air as a rush of murmurs slithered through the crowd. Mia and Jasmine froze mid-performance, their eyes darting towards the intruder, Samantha. The queen bee of their high school tormentors stepped in with a crew of her followers, a self-satisfied smirk plastered across her face. She held up her phone, snapping pictures like a vulture ready to feast, her eyes sparkling with malice. Look at the charity cases in their moment of glory. She laughed, loud enough for everyone to hear. Mia's heart sank. The insult cut deeper than she could have imagined. As Jasmine faltered, Mia felt the sting of their past wash over them like a wave, threatening to drag them under. Don't listen to them, Derek called from the sidelines, his voice booming over the chatter. You're more than what they say. Suddenly, everything seemed to slow down. Mia took a breath, channeling all she had learned, every ounce of strength inside. Are you ready? She whispered to Jasmine, and her friend's determination sparked back to life, eyes glinting with defiance. Let us do this, Jasmine replied, a grin breaking through the darkness that threatened to consume them as they turned back to the audience. Something shifted. The energy felt electric, igniting their passion. In that moment, they realized that the spotlight wasn't just for performance. It was for reclaiming their narrative, for standing tall against the weight of their past. With renewed vigor, they entered the routine, dancing fiercely, losing themselves in the rhythm, determination thrumming through their veins. The audience shifted, sensing the shift from doubt to empowerment. But what would happen once the curtains fell? Would they still stand strong against the gossip and jealousy? Or would they stumble again? The real battle was just beginning. As Mia and Jasmine danced, the initial shock of Samantha's interruption faded. The music surrounded them like an embrace, pulling them deeper into their performance. They lost themselves in the rhythm, every step a statement against the mockery. The audience, once hesitant, began to respond. Whispers turned into cheers as the girls spun and twirled, their bodies moving in perfect sync. Every leap made Mia feel lighter, every turn pushed away the shadows of doubt. She locked eyes with Jasmine, and something unspoken passed between them, a promise. They were here, together, and no one could take that away from them. But just as things began to settle, an unexpected voice cut through the crowd. Who do they think they are? It was one of Samantha's friends, fueling the tension with catty remarks. Mia felt the fire within her spark again, stoked by both resentment and adrenaline. Let us show them, she whispered to Jasmine, who nodded with fierce determination. They finished their routine, breathless and exhilarated, feeling the surge of pride wash over them. The applause that followed was deafening. Mia's heart swelled at the recognition, at the validation they had craved for so long. It wasn't just about proving their worth to others. It was about embracing who they were, scars and all as they took their bows. Mia's gaze drifted across the crowd and landed on Derek. He was smiling wide, his hands raised in applause just for them. She smiled back, gratitude bubbling in her chest. In that moment, everything felt possible. But as the curtain began to close, Mia noticed Samantha still lurking at the back, her phone still trained on them, eyes gleaming with a mix of envy and fury. The joy of their performance started to fade as reality rushed back in. What if this wasn't over? What if Samantha had more up her sleeve? Satisfied with the chaos she created, Samantha turned to her friends, sneering. They think they can change the narrative? Please. The laughter that followed felt like needles piercing Mia's hope. Jasmine caught Mia's eye. A fierce determination ignited anew. They can't take this from us, she declared, her voice steady as they stepped off stage, the sound of applause still ringing in their ears. Mia felt that old familiar fear creeping back. Would their moment of triumph be short-lived? Would they be able to hold their ground against the girls who had once made their lives hell? "Look," Jasmine said, pulling Mia into a huddle. "We can't let them win. Not now. Not ever." Mia's heart raced again, but this time it wasn't fear. It was resolve. "What do we do?" she asked, searching Jasmine's fierce expression for answers. "We get our story out there," Jasmine replied, her eyes sparkling with defiance. "We can speak up. We need to do this for everyone who feels trapped like we did." Just as Mia opened her mouth to respond, Derek appeared, his expression serious. "I need to talk to you both. Now." With a shared glance of determination, they followed him, curiosity mixing with the unease settling in their stomachs. What did Derek have to say? What did he see that they missed? As they walked, the buzz of the auditorium faded into the distance, replaced with an unfamiliar silence. Mia's heart pounded, an unsettling blend of anticipation and anxiety. They had taken the first step into the light, but what would Derek reveal that awaited them? Would it be the game-changer they needed, or another obstacle in their path? Derek led Mia and Jasmine to a quiet corner backstage. The noise of the crowd faded, replaced by a tense stillness. All around them, adrenaline buzzed, but Mia could feel something heavier hanging in the air. "Guys, I'm really impressed with what you just did out there," Derek began, a serious look etched across his face. "But we need to talk about Samantha. She's not going to back down. Not now that she's feeling threatened." His words felt like ice. Mia clenched her fists. She could already picture Samantha's smirk, the way she thrived on other people's misfortune. The anger bubbled up again, mixed with the lingering pride from their performance. "What do you suggest we do?" Jasmine asked, her brows drawn together. Derek glanced around, ensuring the coast was clear. "I've seen this happen before. Sometimes the best way to fight back is to take the narrative into your own hands. We could organize a video or some kind of outreach. Share your story. Make it loud." Mia's heart raced. This was what they had been talking about. The urge to shout their truth from the rooftops surged within her, like an electric current. "But what if they attack us even more?" she asked, her voice wavering. "What if we become targets again?" Derek stepped closer, his expression earnest. "Sometimes standing up makes you a target, but it also empowers others. You're not alone in this. Think about everyone who has ever felt bullied in silence because they didn't know how to fight back." With those words, Mia felt the surge of her own courage rise anew. Could they really transform the story? Could their voices echo beyond themselves? She looked at Jasmine, who nodded subtly, a fire reigniting in her eyes. "It's time we own this," Jasmine said, her voice steady. "We're not going to let fear stop us from being heard." Derek smiled, clearly proud of them. "Exactly. We can get together over the weekend. I know someone who can help us with video editing and social media. It's time to start changing the narrative. You should also think about sharing your dance journey and how you've overcome obstacles." Mia's heart fluttered. This was it. They had a chance to turn the tables. It was more than just their story. It was about everyone who felt small, overshadowed, or silenced. But then doubt crept back in what if it wasn't enough? What if the backlash was too strong? The thought left a bitter taste in her mouth. "Derek, what if Samantha retaliates?" she asked. "Well," he said, a hint of mischief crossing his lips, "that's where we can outsmart her. We make this a movement. We bring in others who feel the same. Then, if she tries to mess with you again, we'll have a whole army behind you. That's something she won't see coming." Mia felt the warmth of hope threading through her worries. Derek's words were like sunlight breaking through the clouds. But then a thought struck deep. "What if we fail?" she whispered, vulnerability slipping through the cracks. "That's the risk, Mia," Derek replied softly, his gaze unwavering. "But I can promise you this. The only real failure is not trying at all." As those words resonated within her, Mia felt a shift to change she had longed for. The moment of truth was approaching. They were about to step into a new arena, one where they could reclaim their voices and their strength. "Let us do it," Jasmine declared, her resolve solid. Mia took a deep breath, feeling the weight of the decision lift slightly. What lay ahead was uncharted territory, exciting and terrifying all at once. But as they began to plan their next steps, Mia felt the stirrings of hope transform into a fierce excitement. There was power in them, a power they hadn't realized they possessed before. And then, just as they began mapping out ideas, Derek's phone buzzed. His face fell. "Oh no, this might complicate things," he muttered. "What is it?" Mia asked, anxiety creeping back in. Derek's fingers flew across the screen. "I just got a notification. Samantha has posted a new video, and it looks like she's trying to twist the narrative already. We have to act fast." Mia's heart raced as fear, intertwined with determination. What would Samantha say? And how would they fight against it this time? They were on the brink of a battle, the outcome uncertain and terrifying. But one thing was clear: they wouldn't back down without a fight. The real struggle was just beginning, and they had to be ready. The tension backstage crackled like a live wire. Mia stood frozen as Derek read through the comments responding to Samantha's video, his expression darkening with each line. She felt a sick sense of dread swirl inside her. What could Samantha have possibly said? "Guys, this is bad," Derek said finally, looking up, his eyes troubled. "She's painting you two as the villains, claiming you orchestrated everything to make her look bad during the performance." Mia's stomach dropped. "She's lying," she whispered, a knot tightening in her throat. "Everyone knows the truth, right?" "Not if she can sway them with this," Derek replied, looking genuinely worried. "And she's got a huge following that takes her word as gold. We need to counter this, fast." Jasmine stepped forward, fiery determination lighting her eyes. "We need to shoot our video right away. We have to show them our side, what we've been through, how hard we've worked. We need to show the truth, not just what she says." Mia nodded, feeling a flicker of hope. There it was, the fire igniting within her once again. They couldn't let Samantha rewrite their story. They had to reclaim it. But the fear still lurked, threatening to consume her. What if people still believe her? "We can't control what they think," Derek said, pushing a strand of hair behind his ear. "But we can control how we respond. This could empower people who feel powerless. You both will inspire them." Mia took a deep breath, her chest tightening with hope and anxiety. "Fine. Let us do it. We need to start writing out what we want to say and how we want to say it." "Right now?" Jasmine asked, glancing at the clock. "It's almost midnight. Why wait?" Derek replied, his voice steady. "The sooner we act, the sooner we can start flipping this narrative. We'll need to be bold, engaging. Let us make them see why we deserve to be heard." They found a quiet nook and sat in a circle, hearts pounding in anticipation. Mia grabbed a notebook, the pages blank but buzzing with potential. "We should talk about our story," she started, her voice rich with emotion. "How we met, our struggles, and why dancing means everything to us." One idea led to another. Jasmine leaned forward, her voice steady and strong. "And we need to share the moments that made us feel small, moments that made us cry, but also how we found strength through each other. They need to see the real us, the journey, not just the girls on stage." The flickering lights overhead cast shadows around them, and while their spirits were lifted, Mia could still feel worry creeping in. What if it all backfired? What if they opened up and faced a storm of ridicule instead of support? "Okay, let us make this real," Derek said, sensing her hesitation. "You're brave, both of you. By sharing this, you're already fighting back. Remember, Sisyphean battles aren't about winning. They're about standing up again and again until the last breath." The power of his words swept through her, washing away doubts. "You're right," Mia murmured, confidence blooming. "No more hiding. We're done letting fear dictate our choices." As the hours passed, their plans began to take form, energy crackling between them, stitching their courage into a tapestry of shared resilience. They would stand together, vulnerable and honest, ready to meet whatever backlash Samantha could throw their way. Suddenly, Derek's phone buzzed again, breaking their focus. "Oh no," he said, dread crashing over him. "Samantha's live streaming right now, and the comments are pouring in." "What is she saying?" Jasmine asked, her heart racing. She says she's coming for you both, claiming she'll expose everything. Derek replied, panic threading his tone. Mia felt a wave of determination surge through her again. This was it. They couldn't falter now. The fight was escalating, but they were prepared to battle back. Let us get our message out there before she drowns us in her lies, Mia urged, voice steady now, feeling time slipping through her fingers, and just as they were gearing up to make their stand, Derek looked at them with a sudden glimmer of hope. What if we turn Samantha's words against her? What if we show the world what she really is? This isn't just for you. Could challenge everything she stands for. Mia felt the adrenaline rush as clarity washed over her. The fight wasn't just for their truth. It was for everyone silenced or misrepresented. The next chapter of their story was about to unfold, with twists they hadn't anticipated. But would they have the strength to face whatever Samantha would unleash next? The dim light of the backstage nook flickered as Mia, Jasmine, and Derek exchanged determined glances. Mia's heart raced, not only from fear but from the raw energy of purpose that sparked within her. The moment was upon them, and it was now or never. Okay, Mia said, clenching the notebook tight in her hands. Let us script out what we want to say. She looked at Jasmine, whose expression reflected her own mix of anxiety and fiery resolve. We stick to the truth and tell our story without holding back. Jasmine nodded, her jaw set. We need to connect with them. Show them our vulnerability. That we're not just dancers, we're people who fought and bled for this. Derek pulled out his phone, the screen illuminated with the chaotic comments from Samantha's livestream. I'll keep an eye on what she is saying, he said, tension radiating from his voice as he scrolled. We need to react quickly, but we can't let her undermine what we want to say. Mia breathed deeply. Let us get to it, she said, already lost in thought about the best way to communicate the truth. She launched into their backstory, detailing how they met during a community workshop, how they came from different backgrounds but shared a common dream of making it in the dance world. As she spoke, Jasmine jotted down notes, and Derek offered input, shaping their narrative into a powerful message that was raw yet uplifting. They were children of struggle, molded in hardship, yet filled with resilience. Remember that night we cried? After we finished Rise Above? Jasmine asked, her voice soft yet overflowing with emotion. That performance meant everything to us. It was hard, real, and raw. It showed our growth, our passion. Mia's heart pounded. Yes, let us highlight that moment. We need them to see that dance isn't just performance. It's our life, our therapy, our voice. Derek chimed in, glancing at his phone. Samantha's starting to lose steam with her comments, but her followers are still rallying around her. He paused, anxiety lacing his voice. You both need to come off strong, confident. Be the opposite of what she painted you as. Jasmine straightened, her eyes sparkling with newfound determination. Let us be who we are, strong women fighting against the odds. Let us make them feel our truth. Time slipped away. They crafted words that bound them together, their passions spilling onto the pages of the notebook. They spoke of perseverance, of finding beauty in pain, and of the love they shared as sisters, united in their quest for acceptance and recognition. Suddenly, Derek's phone chirped again, more urgent this time. Guys, she's pivoting. Samantha's responding to our live stream now. She claims she has proof that will shatter what we're saying. What? Mia shouted, her voice reverberating through the space. What does she mean? We don't have time for this. Derek met her eyes, a mix of panic and resolve painting his features. We have to go live now. We can't let her narrative overshadow ours. We can't let fear keep us from owning this moment. Mia's heart raced, the weight of their situation settling in her chest. She felt the fire within her push against doubt. They had come too far to turn back, and now this was the moment to step forward boldly, to face the storm head-on and reclaim their narrative. They gathered the courage to stand, ready to confront the backlash. With guards down and hearts open, they would reveal their journey to the world. All right, let us do this, Mia said, her voice steady, her smile bright despite the apprehension. Let us show them our truth. As they prepared to go live, a single thought hit Mia. Was she ready to bare her soul, knowing Samantha was poised to strike? And there it was. Just as they pressed record, an unexpected message flashed across Derek's phone, a screenshot of Samantha's planned bombshell coming their way. Wait, Derek exclaimed. What if we expose her before she gets to us? Mia could hardly breathe. The stakes had never been higher, and the outcome was more unpredictable than they ever imagined. Would they be prepared to tackle the truth and confront not only Samantha but their inner fears as well? Mia felt her heart thud in her chest, every beat echoing the weight of the moment. The chat on Derek's phone was buzzing with anticipation, and she could almost feel the energy radiating from the screen. Sure, they were ready to reclaim their narrative, but would it be enough to counter Samantha's hammering doubts? Let us take control, she said. The urgency in her voice sharpened. We can't let her define us any longer. Jasmine and Derek nodded, their expressions fierce, yet she saw the flicker of uncertainty in their eyes. We exposed the truth, Mia continued. Not just about Samantha, but about everything we've been through. Our struggles, our triumphs. As they stood before the camera, the bright light almost blinding, Mia took a deep breath and looked at Jasmine. You ready? She whispered, a nervous excitement running through her veins. Jasmine's response was a small nod, her eyes fierce now. She lifted her chin, embodying a warrior spirit, prepared to face whatever lay ahead. With a deep sigh, Mia pressed the button to go live, the screen almost seeming to ignite with their story. Mia, Jasmine, and Derek here, Mia said, her voice steadying as she spoke into the camera. Her words flowed, each one a thread weaving their story together. Today, we want to take a moment to share what it truly means to be a performer, to be a dancer, and to be a woman facing hurdles that try to hold us back. She felt a wave of emotion wash over her as she recounted the late nights, the sacrifices, the moments they cried in each other's arms when the pressure felt unbearable. We met in a workshop, different backgrounds, different dreams, she explained. But we forged a bond. Our love for dance brought us together. It's not just our art. It's how we breathe. Derek's voice added a layer of confidence to their narrative. And it's important to note that not everyone sees the real us. Some people would rather spread lies than recognize the truth of who we are. That was when Mia decided to take the plunge. Samantha isn't just throwing random accusations. No, there's something deeper at play. We know she's felt the pressure too. We see the way she feels about her own worth. But using others' struggles to elevate yourself isn't strength. It's a weakness. She could see a flicker of surprise in the chat as comments began flooding in, some in support, others still doubting them. The more they spoke, the stronger their words became. Mia felt the thrill of vulnerability, a rawness that connected with people unlike anything before. Then Derek, eyes glued to his phone, interjected with urgency. She's got a video ready to drop, one with a fake edit of us. But you know what? We're above this rivalry. We are not scared. We stand together. Mia glanced at Jasmine, who was nodding fiercely, power radiating from her. They lifted their hands, united, and Mia announced, we won't silence our truth. Dance is our outlet, our expression, and it makes us who we are. In that moment, with the screen live and the world watching, Mia saw the tables turning. Followers began chiming in rapidly, sharing their own stories of resilience, their own battles with feeling small and unheard. But then a chill ran down Mia's spine as a new notification popped up. It was from Samantha's account. Let us see how long you stay relevant when I drop my truth bomb. Panic flared in Mia's chest as she realized the fight wasn't over yet. This was just the beginning, and now they had to brace themselves for the fallout. What's our next move? Jasmine whispered, her brow furrowed, her confidence wavering under the unexpected threat. I don't know, Mia replied, her heart racing once more. But we have to stand tall. No matter what Samantha throws at us next. As the words hung in the air, an uneasy silence settled. Would they be able to confront everything coming their way? Did they have the strength to emerge through the chaos? Mia took a deep breath, bracing herself for battle. The truth was out, but the fight was far from over. And little did she know, Samantha had a few surprises up her sleeve that could change everything. What would happen next? Mia could feel the tension in the air, thick enough to cut with a knife. Every second that passed felt like an eternity as they waited for the inevitable fallout from Samantha's words. The chat was buzzing, and the comments section seemed a war zone, split between support and disdain. She read messages like "You guys got this," and "Just wait until Samantha reveals the truth." The contrast was jarring. Mia exhaled deeply and turned to Jasmine and Derek. "We need a plan. If Samantha's coming for us, we need to be ready." Derek was tapping his phone, his brow furrowed. What does she even mean by truth bomb? Could mean anything. Jasmine clenched her jaw, her expression a mix of determination and worry. "Whatever it is, it's a distraction. We'll keep the focus on our story and share what we are working on together. We can't let her manipulate the narrative." "Absolutely," Mia said, the strength in her voice starting to return. "Let us brainstorm what we want to show our audience. We'll push through this. We can make our truth even louder." They spent the next hour strategizing in rapid-fire discussion. They planned to reveal crucial moments from their journey, footage of grueling rehearsals, celebrations after performances, and snippets of deep conversations revealing their insecurities and dreams. Moments that nobody could ever edit out or twist. As Mia began assembling clips, she couldn't help but smile at the shared resilience bubbling up between them. They were a team, a family forged in the fires of adversity. Derek's gaze shifted to his phone again. Another notification. She just posted again. His expression turned grim as he read through the text aloud. "She claims we've been playing the victim to get attention, and that the real story behind our success is dark and twisted." A pit formed in Mia's stomach. What does she even know about our lives? She's trying to tear us down. This isn't just about us. It's about self-worth, sisterhood, and the right to own our stories. Jasmine, invigorated by Mia's words, jumped in. "We need to flip that narrative. Let us show the world that it takes strength to admit vulnerability. Samantha is just trying to exploit our struggles, while we're bearing our souls." Mia nodded, her heart pounding in her chest. This was at the moment when they took back their narrative and stood strong in their truth. It was more than just dance. It was about community, connection, and not letting anyone else dictate who they were or could be. Just then, the phone buzzed again, sending a shockwave of anxiety through the group. Derek glanced at the screen and swore softly under his breath. "She's releasing that video tonight. At 8 p.m. sharp." Mia felt cold sweat trickle down her spine. "Tonight? That's too soon. We have to act fast." Jasmine closed her eyes, breathing in deeply. "We can't back down. We'll go live again right before she does. We'll be here, together, centered in our truth." Mia's heart swelled with determination. "Let us share the art we create. Let us invite our dancers, our friends, our supporters to join us in one big celebration of everything we are." As they scrambled about, gathering their footage and working on their live speech, Mia felt a flicker of fear. But that flicker ignited a fire, pushing her to focus. If this was going to be a showdown, they would step into the ring unapologetically. Hours later, as the stars twinkled outside Mia's window, they finalized everything, adrenaline fueling them. The countdown was on, and they were ready to unleash their truth to the world. But just as they were about to press go live one last time, a new message from Samantha flashed across the screen. "Are you sure you're ready for the truth? Because once it's out, there's no going back." Mia's heart raced. What could Samantha possibly reveal that would shake them? "Guys, we're not backing down. No matter what," she whispered, steeling herself for the storm to come. The clock was ticking down to chaos. Would they survive Samantha's unveiling? What dark secret was lurking in the shadows, just waiting to unfold? As the clock struck 8, a wave of disquiet washed over Mia. She glanced at Derek and Jasmine, their faces just as tense. Time felt suspended. The air was electric, charged with anticipation and fear, a strange mix that twisted her stomach in knots. "Okay, let us do this," Mia said, forcing a smile despite the storm brewing inside her. She pressed the go live button, and the screen lit up with the faces of their audience. Alongside her were her two best friends, ready to stand united against the tempests on the horizon. "Hey, everyone, we're back." Mia started with a burst of enthusiasm that didn't quite reflect her insides. "We wanted to take a moment to talk about some things." The comments flowed in a digital sea of emojis and words. Some were supportive, echoing in the vein of "we love you," while others whispered sharp critiques like "can't wait for Samantha's truth." Jasmine stepped forward, her voice steady as she addressed the viewers. "We've faced a lot of challenges recently, and while some people think they know our story, we'd like to share a piece of it from our perspective." Mia took a deep breath. This was it. They were reclaiming their narrative, a bold declaration in a world that often tried to define them. We've shared laughter, tears, and countless late nights of practice. But it hasn't always been pretty. We've battled insecurities and faced doubt like everyone does. Derek chimed in, pulling everyone's focus with a passionate edge. "It's easy to label us as victims or fakes, but what Samantha doesn't understand is our strength." He gestured passionately, eyes glinting with unshed tears. "We're here to uplift one another, to celebrate our own truths, and that takes guts. It's about more than dance. It's about life, friendship, and owning who we are." Mia could see the tide beginning to shift in the chat. Some supporters were rallying to their side. "You're amazing. Keep speaking your truth." Just as the momentum swelled, another notification popped up on Mia's phone. They all flinched, but this time it was from Samantha's channel. It was just shy of being live. "What now?" Jasmine whispered, panic flashing in her eyes. "Let us finish what we started. People need to hear our story," Mia urged, feeling like a captain of her ship. They uploaded the well-crafted montage of their beautiful moments, vulnerable conversations interspersed with laughter and camaraderie. Their journey was edgy and authentic. The soul of their friendship laid bare as the video played. Mia's heart raced. They had done it, and so beautifully. But the victory was short-lived. The moment their montage wrapped up, a flood of comments suddenly turned hostile. "Samantha's live now. Watch her expose." Mia's throat tightened. It can't be serious. She opened another tab on her browser. The reality of the moment crashing on her once buoyant spirit. "She's blasting our past," Derek blurted, his face pale, the vibrancy of their earlier message fading instantly. Jasmine stared at the screen, her expression a mixture of horror and dread. "Mia, we need to get ahead of this. We can't let her control this narrative." Gathering herself, Mia replied, "You're right. We'll go live again. We won't let her take this moment away from us." The stakes had never felt higher. As they prepared for the next bout of confrontation, with Samantha's words looming like shadows on the horizon, Mia couldn't shake the feeling that secrets were about to spill, the kind that could change everything they had built, possibly even their friendship. With the pressure mounting, Mia glanced at her friends, determination weaving through their shared fear. "We'll fight for us, whatever it takes." But would they be strong enough to withstand whatever storm Samantha unleashed next? Would their bond survive the fallout, or would the truth tear them apart? The tension was palpable as they waited for Samantha's video to drop. Mia paced back and forth, her heart racing. She glanced at Jasmine and Derek, who were glued to their phones, sharing their disbelief at the coming storm. Their sanctuary felt like a battlefield. "Let us prepare for anything," Mia said, trying to mask the fear creeping into her voice. "Samantha thinks she can turn the tide against us. We can't let her win." Jasmine nodded, taking a deep breath. "We've shared our journey, the struggles that brought us here. But we need to brace for the backlash. She'll twist any vulnerability against us." Derek, ever the voice of reason, chimed in. "We stand together. No matter what she throws at us, we face it head-on. Let us keep our narrative strong." Mia felt the warmth of solidarity flow between them, creating a shield against the uncertainty ahead. Just as they steadied themselves, the notification pinged through the air. Samantha's video was live. With shaky hands, Mia hit play, and their hearts dropped collectively. Samantha's face filled the screen, her tone dripping with mock sincerity. "Hey, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about the truth behind Mia and Jasmine, those charity cases pretending to be dancers. The laughter of her followers erupted in the background, sharp and cruel. Mia clenched her jaw, anger simmering beneath the surface. "She's using our pain against us," she whispered to Jasmine, who returned a reassuring look. "Samantha has been cruel because she fears us. We'll flip this narrative. It's time our message spreads." They watched as Samantha went on, weaving a carefully crafted story that painted Mia and Jasmine as fakes who used their struggles to manipulate others. With every word that escaped her lips, the tension in Mia's chest tightened. "She doesn't know us," she seethed. "We need to show the world our true selves." Just then, Derek's phone buzzed with incoming messages. "Our supporters want to rally behind us. They're asking how to help. They want a live stream to counter Samantha's narrative." "Let us go live now," Mia declared, her heart racing with purpose. "We can't let her dictate our story any longer. This is our moment to own who we are." They regrouped, taking a deep breath as they prepared to reclaim their voices. Together, they initiated another live stream, their friends rallying in solidarity behind them. "Mia, Jasmine, and Derek here," Mia started, her voice steady and strong. "Samantha's attempted to undermine our truth, but now it's our turn to share it all." They laid bare their journey, the late nights, the tears, the laughter. They revealed snippets of their struggles, painting a true picture of resilience. Each moment they shared seemed to lift their spirits, igniting the fire within them. "We're not playing the victim," Jasmine asserted fiercely. "We're sharing our truth. This isn't just about Samantha. This is about empowerment, community, and never being ashamed of who we are." Derek nodded, grabbing the audience's attention. "Each of us has faced struggles that might seem small to others but are monumental to us. We're here to celebrate our journey and stand up against anyone who tries to silence us." As Mia glanced at the comments pouring in, something incredible happened. Supporters began to share their own stories that echoed their journey. Mia felt overwhelmed with emotion when one comment read, "You inspire me. I felt silenced for too long." Bolstered by the wave of positivity, Mia pressed forward. "This is what we're all about. Unity and strength in vulnerability. It's okay to feel weak sometimes, but it's how we rise from that weakness that defines us." But just when their spirits soared, a notification flashed again. It was Samantha, rearing her ugly head once more. "I have proof. Join me live as I expose these fakes for who they really are," she proclaimed, triumph flashing in her tone. Mia's heart sank. "She's relentless," she murmured, anger now mixed with fear. "What does she have?" But as they drew their resolve tighter, Derek gripped Mia's hand with urgency. "We're not backing down. We'll still go live right before her big reveal. Let us showcase our strengths and art right in her face." Jasmine's face lit up, her energy infectious. "We can't let fear stop us. We've come this far." "Exactly," Mia said, new fire igniting in her. "We'll work together, show our dance journey, and remind everyone success is found through hardship, resilience, and community." As the final countdown approached, Mia felt nerves tingling down her spine. The weight of uncertainty loomed, but she steeled herself. This was it. They positioned the camera, took a deep breath, and together said, "Let us show the world who we are. No more hiding." And so they danced. The rhythm coursed through them, electric and liberating. They moved not just to share their art, but to liberate their souls from the weight of judgment. With every twirl and leap, they felt lighter, their truth laying bare in an art form that transcended mere words. As they finished, applause erupted from their loyal followers. They locked eyes, filled with a sense of newfound power and connection. They could stand together, unwavering, no matter what came next. Suddenly, Mia's phone buzzed violently, and her heart sank as she read the latest message. Samantha's live. She's revealing her evidence now. But she felt a surge of unwavering courage. They had already faced the storm together. It was in that moment that she realized something powerful. They could emerge transformed from all of this, their stories interwoven with strength. With tears of joy and pride, Mia looked at Jasmine and Derek, their weighty uncertainties replaced by clarity. Whatever she reveals, Mia breathed. This isn't just about us anymore. It's about empowerment. We rise together or not at all. They pressed on into the unknown, ready to face whatever lay ahead. The fight was far from over, but now they knew one thing for sure: they were stronger together. Now is the time for you to join us. Don't wait not even one more second to subscribe immediately to our channel, so you won't miss the next exclusive stories. Leave a like now to feed the algorithm and show your support. We want to hear from you. Comment your thoughts and feelings about this powerful ending, and share instantly this video with at least 5 friends who need to see this transformation. You need to be part of this community. Your voice matters.